Same question I asked her. Are you surprised that Atlanta doesn't have a pro women's soccer team?
I don't know if surprise is the right word. I think it would be a great market for one. Obviously, with Atlanta United here, and now with U.S. soccer starting to plant some roots here, I think it would be a great place to bring a team. It's an amazing city, but I don't know if surprise is necessarily the right word. But I think it could do really well here.
Okay.
Describe Twyla as a coach that knows how to get the best out of her players. How have you experienced that the past couple of months with her, and how nice has it been playing with her?
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it. I think Twyla is someone who just constantly brings positive energy, encouragement. I think she does bring the best out in each of us in our own ways, and I think she's really learning about what that looks like in each of us as individuals. I think we're definitely in a phase where she's doing a great job of just building us up. I think it's been a challenging year, a lot of transition, a lot of new things, and I think she is offering us a lot of stability right now where we need it, and is doing a great job in a role that's really hard. So definitely have to credit her.
Sam, so you've been called in pretty consistently now during the fall, and now with this new year, you've played in the Gold Cup W, so you're still newish. But in terms of when you started versus now, how are you sort of feeling about how you've acclimated to the national team system and sort of your place in that right now?
Yeah, I think I just feel super grateful to continue to take positive steps. I think that is my mindset coming into every camp, is just to take steps forward, to keep getting better, to keep learning. I just constantly want to be a sponge. I feel like there will never be an arrival point for me. It's just constantly seeking to learn more, seeking to grow more, seeking to be my best day in, day out, training in, training out, every game. I feel super excited about the progress I'm making and just getting to be more acclimated with the girls and the team, and just to help this team ultimately win championships and be the best that it can be. And any way that I can do that, I'm going to do it. And yeah, I just want to continue to progress forward.
Right, and you have some new and returning additions, particularly in that midfield. How are you finding playing with them so far, particularly with the new arrival and then Kat also returning as well?
Yeah, obviously this is my first camp with Kat, which has been really fun so far. Getting to know her has been such a joy. Getting to play with new players that are just so talented, so gifted is always so fun for me. I just want to learn from them as much as I can. I want to build chemistry with them in every way I can as well. But obviously with the more veteran players, they've been so helpful, and I think showing us the way and teaching us and helping us in the moments that we need help, and just being a voice of calm and stability when we need that. But I think we just have such an amazing roster here, such an amazing group of players that are clicking really well together.
Sam, what kind of match are you expecting from Japan?
Oh, it's going to be a good one. Obviously, we're anticipating a big crowd, which I think is going to be so exciting. But I think it's going to be a really competitive game. I think it's going to be a very interesting matchup where we're different teams, but I think that we'll compete against each other in a really fun and exciting way. Ultimately, I think it just is allowing us to continue our momentum off the Gold Cup in a really positive way. I think we just want to continue to be challenged and take steps forward as a group. This is another chance that we get to play for a championship, which is really exciting. So I think we just want to continue to compete and test ourselves in any way, and I think Japan is going to be an amazing team to do that against.
You mentioned the crowd, the excitement of this. I mean, how unique maybe is that stadium, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just being in this environment?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be an electric game. I think, we've played against some big crowds, but I know I think we're fighting for the record here of most attended friendly, which as a player is just such exciting news to hear. Obviously, you always want to play in front of amazing crowds, and we do day in, day out. We have the best group of fans and supporters. But to hear that it's pretty much sold out is like just so exciting. And I think it's going to be an amazing environment for it. I think Atlanta's doing a great job of welcoming us in, and they're going to create the best environment for us to play, and I know that they're going to have our backs on Saturday.
In your opinion, how much does that roller coaster nature of the Gold Cup, the ups and downs, the loss to Mexico, how much does that help you guys come together for She Believes and then for the Olympics?
Yeah, great question. I think that experience was so challenging but rewarding too. I think that loss ultimately really helped us look in the mirror and build trust and chemistry with one another, and going through something that challenging together, I think ultimately was one of the main reasons why we were able to do what we did. And there's always going to be bumps and hard lessons along the way. I think that's ultimately what builds championship teams, and I think it's put us in a position now where we're more resilient, where we're smarter, where we're more together than ever. And so though, in the moment those things are really hard to navigate, I'm grateful for them and the lessons that we've learned. And I think we're in the best position possible going into this tournament and to beat Japan on Saturday.
Good.